subscriber celebration. Whether you are live or on replay, it is a delight to be here to celebrate with all of you who have made this possible. Yay! I never really thought that I would get to 1,000 subscribers, to tell you the truth. I guess I did and I didn't. Like when I first started doing YouTube, I was just doing YouTube for fun and I was experimenting. I don't know if y'all know that story, but I originally came on YouTube in the very old days. I think it was 2007. And I came on because I was really into 365-day challenges. I still am into challenges and side. I am. Hi, Canro. And so I decided that I wanted to do, I don't want to show my finger. I wanted to do a self-portrait challenge because this was before the word selfie existed. And I had been doing self-portrait photos and I wanted to do this really unique thing called self-portrait videos. So I was vlogging before vlogging was a thing, and they all surrounded. Thank you so much, Miss M. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Debbie Sue. I'm just telling the genesis of my YouTube history. And so these were mostly focused on what I was going through when my youngest child was not going to school because I yanked him out of school because they were not educating him correctly and were not offering him classes that helped him to grow. So I pulled him out of school. It was a really rocky time and we all survived, got out really well. Anyway, it's so great to see you all. To go from that, just making these self-portrait videos, which still exist, they're still there. In fact, I should put some of them up so y'all can see Julie from, nearly 20 years ago. And how I've changed and how I've stayed the same. That'd be kind of a funny thing to do. Anyway, thank you all for being a part of this. Each and every person here is someone who I treasure, and I'm really happy to be here. And I also want to talk about some of the stuff that is coming up. So, hey, Roger, nice to see you. Your beautiful bride is here. It's good to see you here too. So a couple things that are happening. One is that on Thursday, it will be my final for the year weekly poetry prompt live stream, because I'm going to be doing walking live streams starting on the 1st. I think it's the 1st of August, going for more than 6 months, leading up to my 65th birthday. And so I don't want to overwhelm myself with more than I can handle. So we will be doing the Monday gratitude and intention. Still, we'll stay with that live stream in the middle of the day. And then I'll be doing evening live streams that will focus on the road to 66, road to 65, not Route 66, but the road to 65. So I decided that I won't do poetry anymore. I will be doing poetry, but I'll probably do it monthly or something because I love I love that broadcast, that video. Thank you, Mike. So glad you're here. Mike Adventure Sparks is in the house. It's always so fun to see everybody saying hello and celebrating together. So it's like we're throwing a real life party. We're all just, walking around with our drinks in hand and gathering some snacks and chatting. So, and I'm doing this because I'm wearing a shirt that is not very modest. Because when I got dressed this morning, I was in a big blur. So, and then right before I came here, I had been in touch. I called my doctor's office, and you all know that I have a strange situation with my, I go to an HMO, so I have to go to Maryland for care. And so I called and talked to the advice nurse, and she got all nervous because of the cochideodyomycosis and surgery and a rash on my hand, and she's like freaking out. I'm like, just give a message to my infectious disease doctor. It'll be okay. I'm gonna see y'all on Thursday. Anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my moderators what they think about that message there. Anyway, I'm old. That's right, I'm old. We all know that. And I am who I am. But I'm really grateful that you're all here. I'm grateful that I have somehow gained 1,000 subscribers, and thank you. And my next goal, thank you, Miss Sam. My next goal, I want to talk about that too. So we're going to be minimizing the poetry live stream. We will have the live stream for poetry probably once a month. We'll be going to the walking dailies in the evening, sunset and wonder walks. In fact, there's going to be sort of a preview, a sunset wonder walk that'll come out, a long form that's coming out at about 5, I think it's 5:20 tonight. So thank you. My hand feels pretty good. Hi, Wayne. So grateful you're here for our celebration. We're celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Fairbrook Studio, also known as Wayne, he's very helpful with people building their channel. So I really appreciate you being here. It's always a pleasure. So that's what's going to be happening live stream wise. And my video is coming out at 5:21. The thing about the video that's coming out at 5:21-ish is I think it's very beautiful. I think it is a amazingly visually beautiful video. So I hope you'll watch that. Even if you don't listen to me talk, even if you turn the sound off, whatever you want to do, the landscape is beautiful. And there's wildlife. There's featured wildlife. So if you like tadpoles and frogs and cats and all those things, which so many of my people like, you will see that. I do love trolls, actually. I enjoy trolling with trolls. I think trolling with trolls is kind of fun. But I got to be an expert at that when I was live streaming on, you know, my favorite thing to talk about, Periscope. So yes, if you hit the like button, thank you, Can Row. Hit the like button. That would make my day. So video walks starting on August 1st, I believe. That's a Saturday. And I'll be coming live and walking together with you all or whomever wants to join. Starting at like a 10-minute live stream and then going up as the year goes along, as we get closer to my 65th birthday. And the walks will come at around sunset. So I imagine they'll start at about 8 p.m. here in the summer. And then as the day gets shorter, the light gets shorter, they'll come late, like at 7 o'clock and then at 6 o'clock and then I know 5 o'clock. So that's happening. That'll be coming soon. Also, next week is my journaling series. So I'll be going live and journaling with people 7:30. So we'll have 5 sessions of journaling starting at 7:30. So I just want to make everybody aware of those. They're going to be really fun. So if you like people who enjoy journaling, if you're not a journaler, totally cool. Just let that slide. But if you're interested, or if you know people who might be interested, please send them our way because it's very fun. Journaling together is very fun. And all of the videos are already listed on my live folder on YouTube. Hi, Susie. I'm great. How are you? Oh, here we go again. This is like old lady complimenting day or something. That's part of the party. Yay! You'll be 64 in September. That's fantastic. We just keep getting better. Just keep getting better. That's my philosophy. In fact, it's interesting because when I get out of bed, I usually get out of bed, I'm a little bit creaky, and then I just dance around and I feel better. Yeah, kind of is a young man. Kay is a young man. Not Kay. We have a couple K's in the room. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I remember when I was in my mid-30s, my body felt worse than it does now. Maybe that was because I was working at a job I didn't like back then. I don't know. But anyway, so I want to segue into goals. And if any of you have goals that you have for your YouTube channel that we could help with, please feel free to comment those so we can support you in those goals. My next big goal is 1,500 subscribers and 1,500 watch hours. I'd really like to get to 2,000 watch hours as quickly as possible. Right now I'm at 1,384, I think, today. So with the journaling, I should be able to bump that up. And my other goal is to get to 300 watch hours every 28 days. That's my next goal. So for me, it feels really good to have goals, interim goals, long-term goals. Goes along with the gratitude and intention. So if you have a goal, shout it out. Just like on Mondays when we go live together with gratitude and intention, part of that intentionality is so that we can support each other. So we can come together in community and then celebrate together like we're doing here today. There is a lot to celebrate. Watch hours are hard for you, Catherine. Well, now that you're doing lives really help with the watch hours. So that you should start seeing your numbers bump up. I've also noticed Catherine's been doing more shorts. I really liked your short that I just interacted with earlier today. So I think those are a lot of fun. I also am really enjoying Kay and Rose shorts of Jeremiah and Jeremina, the frogs and the tadpoles. I like literally, this is not common for me, but I actually look for those shorts. I'm like, is there anything new? Is there any news? So watch hours are a challenge. The other thing I've been doing lately is I have actually been, and this might sound strange to some of you, is that I've actually been studying lives. Like when I go on the lives, I usually watch. I pop in on Sally D's Reality in the morning, check in with her automatically, check in with Old Guy Hustle, also known as Dave, who does walking. Oh my gosh. Kay and Rose says they've been within 100 of 4K for a couple weeks now. So y'all, see my friend Kay Rowe hiking happens. Please subscribe and then please watch their videos. Watch a playlist. And you know, you can watch, or you can run those playlists overnight. That's a fun thing to do. It's fun for me anyway. Well, you run those playlists. I've run a couple of the Kay Rowe Hiking Happens playlists recently. And sometimes I sit and watch and remember, and other days I let it run while I'm asleep. So watch them. Such good stuff. And maybe Kay and Rowe, it's just we need to get you to go live. Cross that hurdle of going live. I think there's a lot of people out here who would love to see you guys live. I always thought it'd be really cool for you guys to go live after after a hike, or in the middle of the hike. That would be fun too, because you're all getting eating your lunch or whatever you're doing. Thank you, Kay. The other Kay, Chris. Thank you. It's hard because it's rolling 1 year. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Is that for me, my big drop off will be at in December, because I started racking up the hours when I was doing the Christmas thing. What's that called? When I was doing videos every day for Christmas. Why can't I remember? It's not Blogtober. I'm thinking back to blogging, but the Christmas. And I'll probably do that again this year. You aren't doomed. Hi, Madden. So good to see you. Vlogmas. I'm like, Vlogmas. Yes, Vlogmas. I'll probably do that again. In fact, I have an idea for Vlogmas that I will have a segment. Because, you know, I have to do like a whole variety show. I can't just like... My daughter's like, well, you could just bake cookies or wrap gifts. I'm like, yeah, I could do those things. Or I could do 27 other things. But one of the things I'm thinking of doing is reading Christmas Carol. It's really short, you know, Dickens' Christmas Carol. Very short, just read, you know, a few pages every day as a part of the Vlogmas for people who would like that. The only problem with me reading Dickens is I would be so wanting to use a British accent, and that might really annoy real British people. I've been told I have a good British accent, but it probably isn't pure enough to, it's probably a mishmash of regional accents, and that would just be embarrassing. The worst thing is doing an accent when people who are actually from that place. When I was in Cabaret, if you've ever seen the play Cabaret, I played Fraulein Schneider. I would love to play Fraulein Schneider again, theater gods. I would love to play Fraulein Schneider again. And that's why I had a German accent. And so one night when I was in the, you know, the audience came through and said, good job, great job, enjoyed you. This woman said, you did a great job for a German woman. She said, I am a German woman. You did a very good job as a German. I was like, oh, so embarrassing, so embarrassing. But also a great role, which I'd love to do again. You're not doomed, Catherine. Don't get stressed. Hey, CL, good to see you. Congratulations. CL also hit a great goal. Is that today or yesterday? I just saw a post about it. She's got to a not worse, but she's gotten more subs. Yay for that. Roger worked at Lowe's once. He faked an Australian accent. When was the line was from Australia and asked where he was from. Wow. You posted that today. Okay, and how many is it, CL? I can't remember. Was it 465? Was it 500? I can't remember. When okay, so I did a Christmas show. I love Christmas shows too. 451, I was off. 451, that's great. That's awesome. So I did a Christmas show, and the Christmas show was about a British theater company doing, I know it was really good, doing Christmas carols. So I played the owner of the theater company, as well as about 17 other characters, and there were so many costume changes. I was out in the audience improving before the show. During intermission, I was doing audience participation. It was like the most intense role I've ever had. And when the play was over, this woman on one occasion came up to me and said, "So where are you from?" And I said, "Oh, I'm from Bakersfield." And she said, "No, you know when." And I said, "Oh," and then I used my British accent. I said, "Oh, you mean when I talk like this?" She said, "Yes, yes, where are you from?" And I said, "I'm still from Bakersfield." I thought that was funny. Hey, Debbie Sue. See, I would be embarrassed. I also do Southern accents, but I know that Southern accents have different regions. And if I did my Southern accent with Debbie Sue here, it would be very embarrassing. So, so we're here to celebrate 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for you all watching my videos, watching my lives. Oh, you're north of Sacramento. Madden, I didn't know you were a Californian. I actually am from Bakersfield, but I live in New Jersey. So, yes, I live in New Jersey, but I'm still a Californian. I'm a Californian New Jerseyan. What's that combo? Cali Jerseyan? It's funny because both California and New Jersey have a girl, you know, California girl or Jersey girl. I feel like a really interesting combination of the two. Yes, look at that's so good. Catherine's complimenting CL's latest video. Debbie Sue's telling Chris that she's having a good day. That's nice of you to say, Madden. You know, I did not want to turn my driver. I'm going to switch hands now. I did not want to turn my driver's license in when I got my New Jersey driver's license. I literally I thought I was being smooth. I had put my license on the counter, and then I took it and I slipped it in my back pocket. And then a few minutes later, the clerk said, we're going to need your license, ma'am. Yes. Chris, yes, I do sing. I'm a soprano too. And that's why I do musicals. You know, I was in cabaret, so playing Fräulein Schneider. What a great character. What a great character that was. I would love to play her again. Again, theater gods, are you listening? Does anyone else sing? Are there any other theater people in here? We have visual artists. CL's a visual artist. Madden's a writer. Debbie Sue is a writer. Kay and Ro are singers, especially Ro. Ro's a singer. Kay's a musician. Y'all didn't know that about them. You thought they just hiked. All of y'all tell good stories. Ms. M loves poetry. Roger's a writer. Roger has a book out. Oh, Kelly was here earlier. I see teacher Kelly tag. I don't know if you're still here, Kelly, but I'm thrilled that you were here. Hello from Turkey. Hello. Thank you for using English. Congratulations. Hope things are okay over there. CL says she only sings in the car by herself. One of the hardest things for me was two of my children, Emma and Samuel, would tell me to stop singing. Poetry's your thing, Chris? Yeah, there are a lot of talented people. Poetry's my jam also. I would say writing is my anchor art. That's how I describe it. And I write poetry and prose, mostly nonfiction. I have written plays that have been produced. I love performance poetry. Oh, you have 2 books out. I'm sorry, Roger. I'm sorry. Roger has 2 books out. Oh, you have to go meet a guy about a tree. I'm always meeting guys about trees. The thing I get to troll the most on are my tree hug videos, which I just find hilarious. I just love it. I'm like, go ahead and troll me. Troll me for hugging trees. Go for it. If you're going to get worried about an old lady hugging trees, then, you know, get a life. Tree work is rough. And I was joking about meeting a guy about a tree because, yeah, trees can be difficult when you're building. I was going to say in California, Madden, oh yeah, Madden, I don't know if you know, but I went to University of the Pacific in Stockton, which is not far from Sacramento. And the dorm where I lived had eucalyptus in the middle of the roadway, and those eucalyptus roots just wreaked havoc. So they took them down, and it made me sad. There's no longer a street there. They paved it all in, and I love that street. I have so many fun memories of that street, and the dorm is still right up against the Conservatory of Music, so it was fun because we always heard all the people playing their instruments and stuff. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's been such a day. The reason why, I didn't finish telling this story, the reason why I'm wearing this top that I wish I wasn't wearing for this video is because this morning when I got up, I was in a fog. I stayed up late babysitting the grandbaby and the grand dog. And the kids who were in their 30s were at a Phillies Dodgers game. Go Blue. So I put this top on, and then I got on the phone this afternoon. Once I got home, I called my doctor's office, and I hung up. I'm like, okay, check that off the list. And literally, with 8 minutes until this live was scheduled, they called me back, and I'm like, oh no. So I didn't have a chance to put on a different shirt. So that's why my hand is covering this part of me. So I don't want the trolls to go too crazy. All right, so we have about 8 more minutes. I like to keep my lives at a half an hour or less, at least for now. So if there's anything else any of you would like to celebrate, if there's anything else that you would like to have support in, if there's anything you'd like to shout out, that would be great. It's really weird because usually I keep an eye on things. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So if I put my hand in front of the camera, I can see stuff. Okay, so we have 10 likes. I would love it if we could get a couple more likes. We need to kind of bring people in. Come on, more people. Come to the party. Let's get a few more souls in here. Thank you so much, CL. Thank you. Thank you for that. Congratulations. That's right. If you could say stuff in the chat, that might get more people in here. Just say anything. Maybe if I move in the rocking chair. This is research. If I move in the rocking chair, nope, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Okay. And that's fine too. All right. So I did want to say, I hope that you'll watch the video that's coming out in a little bit. I should have kept it scheduled for yesterday. I don't know where my brain was yesterday. It wasn't functioning very well. Okay. All right. So we will actually end this earlier. We might end in just 2 minutes. Oh, you spam winning the week's live stream once. I think that's really fun to do. It's really fun to do if you bring in a whole bunch of people. I finally met winning the week this week. Hi, Pam. Good to see you. Thank you for the congratulations. That's so kind of you. I was just saying I'd love to get a few more likes on this video, so you came at the perfect time. And that's something what I would love to do, we'll talk about that. That's something we could do as a community. Back in the old days when I was on Periscope, we used to do something called a scope train. And I think there's one version of this out there where you get a group of people together and you each go live for a set amount of time in a row. So we did it for 5 minutes or 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Yes, I saw that, K-Row. I comment on them. And I would say, K-Row says, he's been making posts of older videos trying to get more views on them. Madden says, how did I hit 1,000, struggling to get to 50? Shorts is how you're building your audience subscribers. You don't know how to bring them to your vlogs. Okay, I'll answer both of those. and you're on the way to the airport, I'm so glad that you popped by. So I wanted to say, if you have friends out there, interact with their content. That's one thing. Engage with their content. So I see that Canro puts up a video, I comment on there every time because I'm hoping that'll bring more eyeballs to that post because I'm like the Canro's biggest fan. Always have been, always will be. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Someone would ask a question, look, what's your favorite cake? Okay, I'll tell you my favorite cake, CL. Thank you for asking. My favorite cake is chocolate with mint frosting. Chocolate with mint frosting. Okay, Madden, so do you know that with your long form videos, if you can put the link to your long form video in your short. The other thing that I'm going to try to remember to do is to mention that in my actual short form content. So the short saying, if you want to see more about this, go to the long form video. Click on the link to see more about this topic. So yeah, that's one of the things that I do. I'm really grateful that you showed up, Pam. So what I was talking about, what we used to do in Periscope is we would literally go live in sequence. So there would be a group of, say, 6 of us or 10 of us, or I think the limit was 15. And we would each go live in sequence. And we would go like, so if there were 10 of us doing this, there would be at least 10 people in each live audience. And then what would happen is more people would come as we went down the train. And so I would go live and I'd say, hi, I'm Julie. And I'd talk about my channel for a second. And then I would talk about the topic because there was usually some kind of a topic. And then I would just talk for 5 minutes. And then we would say, okay, the next person we're going to is so-and-so. And then I would end my live stream. And then we'd go to the other live stream. Then everybody would follow along. It was really a fun way to get to know people in the community. And it helped people practice doing their lives because it's a lot easier to do live, I think, when you have an audience because you can learn how to engage with the people. CL says, oh, you made a cinnamon-free cinnamon roll cake in a bundt pan last Saturday. That sounds, I love cinnamon. Cinnamon is one of my love languages. It does sound delicious. The waterfall method. Okay, that's cool. That's called the waterfall method. Have you done one of those, CL? I would love to start doing the waterfall method with people. Pam says there are some tiny channels that you follow and notice that when I comment and encourage them, they don't say much back to me. They don't subscribe to your channel. That's too bad. I didn't like the texture of the cake, but the frosting was spot on. That's good. The frosting is important. Yes, interact as much as you can with friends online. Yeah. I also have, okay, so this is one of the things that I do, Madden, also, is I literally keep a file. I don't have to use a spreadsheet, though that would work for this really well, is I say channels to engage with. And I usually give channels a few chances to engage with me. And I'll put their channel name and I'll comment and then I'll comment again. And oftentimes this has led to really great interactions and great relationships. So that's something that I do. That's been really good, actually. And so I will try to stray from my usuals. All y'all are my usuals. Hey, it's good to see Cindy's back. Yeah, you always reply to comments. Yep. And try to reply to your comments as soon as you can. All of those things are really good. Engagement is amazing. Yes, I'm in the US. Your name is Ganesh. Are you in India? Ganesh is... if it is the same Ganesh, Ganesh is, I'm trying to think of the symbolism behind Ganesh. I also use the Gayatri mantra sometimes. I'm probably horribly mispronouncing that. Oh, okay, excellent. Gayatri, something like that. So it's the Gayatri mantra that I'm saying all wrong is really good for the change of day, like sunrise and sunset. A friend of mine introduced that to me. Lord Ganesha, yes. Okay, very good. See, and that's another way to make friends when you're on live streams, talking to people who you haven't met. So excellent. Welcome to the stream. My name's Julie. We're celebrating 1,000 subscribers. And we're at 12. I'd love to get one more like on this video. So if you haven't liked the video yet, anyone out there, if you would, I would appreciate that. Replay viewers as well. Wonderful. Wonderful. So yes, engaging, responding to comments. Like I said, I look around. I look for people that are you know, Aging Joyfully Like Me, that's the name of the channel. So that's like the first place I look. TV, you can't come, which doesn't make sense since YouTube wants to. I know. One of the things that I found when I was house sitting in Maryland was I watched YouTube on TV and then I had my phone beside me and I was following along on my phone. You have friends in India, CL? That's interesting. What part of India? I have never been to India. What happened to my finger? I am fine. Thank you so much. I had surgery on my finger. So I have, right now I have sutures here, from way up here down to way down here, and here to here. And I also have a rash on my hand right now. You can't see it. Oh, right here. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see it. That this rash, that's what I call my doctor about, is probably as a result of the coccidioidomycosis. Drip, 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 boom. It's just an inflammation of a disease that I have. And I'm okay with it. Ganesh is the remover of obstacles. Thank you, Roger. You're doing medical coding for Medicare. That's very cool. Okay, Ganesh is the remover of obstacles, so that's perfect. Yeah, so anyway, I called the doctor's office and they're really worried about this. And I'm like, just send me to my infectious disease doctor. It'll be fine. I'll see you here on Thursday. It'll be fine. I just want to get that medicine. When you have a rare disease that people don't know much about, it makes them get kind of nervous. So, but anyway, we're taking care of it and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for each and all of you. Okay, we have 13 likes. Is that what I said my goal was? Okay, I'll stick around for, oh, hi Cheryl. It's okay that you're late. It's fantastic because if you like this video, if you haven't yet, that'll put us up to 14. And what you may or may not know is that multiples of 7 are my favorite numbers. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49 are my favorite numbers. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad. Kay and Ro just subbed to CL. What a wonderful connection. Recently, I can't remember who it was that I discovered I wasn't subscribed to, but I was shocked because I've been watching their videos. It might even be CL because I've been following CL for the longest time. Or I thought I'd been subscribed to CL. It might be UCL. I don't know, but I'm thrilled to see all of you here today on this very significant celebration time. I know some of you are driving. It's more difficult. I know some of you are working. It's more difficult. And I'm just thrilled for you to all be here with me today, whether you're live or on the replay. It makes me happy. So, and I'm happy to see some new faces in the crowd too. So. Kay and Ro hiking are the best. Kay and Ro, I was thinking about them as I was driving home today because I think I was pretty close to them when I was driving. And I was thinking how I think of them as Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift in their cool factor because they're so cool, like Travis and Taylor. So, and I feel like I'm like the third string water person delivering water. Yes, that is weird. I don't know if on YouTube, if someone like gets rid of their subscription, if when they leave YouTube entirely, if their comments all disappear as well. I don't know. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you. I appreciate that and your kind words. All right, everybody. I am going to call it a live stream, and I'm gonna research this whole waterfall thing because I love the waterfall method, and if that could help people practice their live streaming skills, that would be wonderful. Hey, look, there's Ninj. Ninj, I thought you were on an airplane. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Please like this video, please, because I wanted to get 14, and I'm on 13 still. So if we could get 14, that'd be great. Yes. Okay. So we'll give it a couple more minutes since Ninj just popped in. It's so good to have you all here for this very special celebration. And I'm very excited. I hope that when you have a chance to, that you will watch my video that comes out later on today, because it's just so visually pretty. I was especially thinking of Jennifer in Alaska because she loves cinematic stuff. And I'm like, wow, the lighting, everything was perfect. It was golden hour, you know. You see 15 likes? Oh, I see 15 likes. I see 16 likes. Yes, reaching those goals. So one more call if you have goals pop them in the comments. Also, please, K-Row Hiking Happens, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift of my real life world. Watch some of their playlists because they're so close to 4,000. We'd love to see them go over enough that it holds. And that's something that happens. You get subs, subs fall off. Oh, look, there's Pam. Thank you, Pam. Thank you. You're so sweet. And In the Light with Pam is her other channel where she is doing all of her Bible studies. So if you enjoy Bible studies, Pam has a lot of insights in her Bible studies. I would hope that you would follow her there as well. Whoop, whoop. Look how that happens. See, this is also how it happened. You know, it's like I say, okay, I think we had 10 or something. I'm like, I want to have 13 or 14. And now they've come in and people have come in. That's what happens. Like with the gratitude, the more of us who share our gratitudes, the gratitudes grow. When we share our goals, it's easier to get to them because you have a whole team rooting you on. So, oh, that's so nice of you to say, Chris. Thank you so much. I appreciate it wholeheartedly. So yes, appreciate it. I don't think I have any more announcements of anything coming up, although there's always a lot coming up. But journaling, I just want to give one more plug to that. We'll be journaling together next week. Those are already listed in my live tab. And so if you like journaling, great. If you don't like journaling, forget I said anything, unless you have friends who like journaling who might like to come. We're grateful you're here too. Thank you so much, Pam. Pam says she's going to look for that video. If ever you have a cold, rainy day, the beauty of that video in Northwest New Jersey can't be beat. It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of those times when I was there, I knew it was beautiful. And when I watched the video, I was like, yeah, that was a really beautiful twilight. Beautiful. So that's what I hope to bring in the road to 65 live streams, is some of that beauty. And sometimes pretty ordinary. Okay, wait a second. Oh no. I totally missed it. Your rental caught fire yesterday, Ninj. I'm so sorry. That would be overwhelming. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Everyone, please hold Ninj and his property in your highest. Send prayers, send love. Yes, you are intentional with progress. I know you're really good with your keeping your notes and everything. That is so sad. Thank you, Pam. Thank you. I do try to build the community as welcoming as I possibly can. Oh my goodness. Cheryl is bringing her journal next week when she's on vacation. She's hoping she can watch the videos. I hope so too. Milky Way sat on your journal. You know, CL, in fact, maybe I'll post a picture on your community of my Alice. Alice the cat used to always sit on my notebooks. She would sit on my keyboard. She's like, where's mom? Where's mom? Is mom going to sit down again and do that thing with that piece of wood? Is she going to start gluing stuff to the paper? Is she going to start taking out ink again? Is she going to be throwing book pages in a pot filled with dye again? Where can I interfere? Because I am important. That's Alice the cat talking. Cats are special helpers. They are indeed. And I was going to say, even if you can't journal live, and if you are a journaler, you can watch the either the replays or the this time I'm going to experiment with doing some videos beforehand. So if people want to do the prompts, to write to the prompts. And I'm hoping, I can't cross this finger, I'm hoping to get the write-alongs in, where people can write along to the prompts, but on a separate video. I know it makes no sense. I'll just stop talking about that. And you have the support of all of us. We're really feeling the overwhelm from that fire. I'm wondering, are you still going to leave town to go to Palm Springs? I hope you can still take that trip. Okay. I have overstayed my welcome. And in a way, I'm glad I did, because Cheryl arrived and Pam and both Pam's accounts arrived. I really appreciate those of you. Chris has been here the whole time. Thank you, Chris. Kay Rose been here the whole time. I really, really, really appreciate your presence here. Ganesh, it was great to meet you. Cindy, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure for all of you. Madden, I don't know if you're still here, fellow Californian. Madden will hopefully come to the journaling live streams, or if not, watch the videos afterwards. Roger and Catherine, let's hope that their tree situation is worked out. Okay, I think I've covered everything. Wayne from Fairbricks, always a pleasure to see him. Always so helpful. Mike, Mike's Adventure Sparks, always a pleasure. Thank you all so much, and I'm really grateful for your presence in my life. You make YouTubing the magical place that it's become for me. After, what, 17, 18 years, YouTube became a place that I really enjoy, really enjoy. Thank you for subscribing, and I look forward